I was given information from the Criminal Justice Research Unit, which really looked at gangs and crime in Barbados in 2015, in particular in 2018. And we're seeing that the gangs are really right across Barbados, in every parish, in every constituency, in every school. And it's not really multiple gangs. What has happened recently, and seen some WhatsApps going out about it, the WhatsApps are pretty on point. And that there's been a lot of consolidation of the gang. So in some cases where research pointed to 52 gangs, they actually can see the consolidation into two gangs, which makes them more powerful, but also makes the solution a little easier when you have less to deal with. So the one of the things we've been doing, and we did the launch at Grant Adams to the anti-bullying, and what we are saying to schools, particularly to parents, principals, and police, that we're going to have zero tolerance for this gang thing, the gang signs and all of that. We actually got to recognize them, and we got to say it to parents. This we got to sensitize parents. We're having none of that. We're saying to the schools, we're having none of that. So we are actually going to stamp it out in many different ways. We have the carrot, where we're going to propose not just what we're going to take from the children, but what we're going to give them in exchange. And we do have the stick, which the Attorney General and his part of law enforcement and law fighting will continue to deal with, in terms of bringing the full force of Barbados to say that we will not be held hostage by a few, and there'll be a zero tolerance to this nonsense. The area I'm focusing on more is not fighting necessarily against the criminal, but working with people to prevent it, and working with those already in it, and how we can get rehabilitation and get them on a better path. I'm also working on a project for the revitalization of Bridgetown with a number of other persons, and we plan to bring more traffic into Bridgetown. We plan to bring cruise tourism into Bridgetown in a major way. We plan to spice up the Constitution River to have night entertainment. And what happened yesterday and our plans are not compatible. So that even speaks even more in terms of what we got to do now for the short and medium term, and also what we continue to do for the long term. I want to tell Barbadians that the work continues in earnest, and the work will step up in a few weeks. And what do I mean by that? There are a number of programs, existing programs, that we are going to be scaling up. So there are lots of young people idle across Barbados. There are lots of gang members, feuding gang members, something that we cannot run away from. And although we've employed our short-term measures of direct intervention, speaking directly to where these feuds are happening, there are lots of programs that speak to medium and long-term rehabilitation and preventative methods of our young people and our community members that we are going to be scaling up. And then on top of that, we're going to be adding a number of innovative, powerful programs after speaking to a number of stakeholders out there.